What's this video about?
Whatever we want, man. It's about you asked me like, you know, what was it like going bald or something like that, right?
I do have a question. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like going bald, like, how did that benefit you? Do you feel like it made you more confident in life? In what ways?
So off the top of my head, I think, you know, going bald made me more free. Well, it allowed me to accept freedom as the truth of life. So what I mean by that is, like, I always had a fear of going bald because I grew up, I knew my dad was bald. All I knew he was bald, like, growing up. Like, I never seen him with hair. So when I had my hair during high school, I wanted to get waves. I wanted to get, you know, brush my hair as much as possible. And there was this one time that we have our friend, right, a mutual friend, who came and, like, clawed the hair back. And
Who was that, Bradley?
No, don't mention no names, but we know who it is. But so he clawed the hair back. My hair stuck up, like all the waves stuck up. So it wasn't like, I know that sounds funny, right? Like how the f does that happen? But that showed like how my hair texture was. Like it was like that was like the beginning process of like thinning hair. And I always had kind of like a thin hair, but it wasn't like fully thick. So everybody seen that and it was like, there's a difference. So if you did that when you got waves, your waves aren't going to go away. It'll stay down. Yeah. But my waves went up because I was laying my hair down. It was like thin. So that was sign number one. I was like, oh, you know, I ain't going to curse on here, but you know, all S, my hair going to be gone. So in college, I rocked out with a mohawk for like a long time. But I had to transition to that. I started with like short hair, afro, shortcut, then mohawk. I wanted to experiment and try new styles, and I wanted to be, I guess in my sense, like fashionable and try my own way. So I had my mohawk for a while. Then it came to a point where my hair started thinning out when I went vegan, because I wanted to clear up my skin and make my skin as healthy as possible. So I started juicing and I cut out meat. And then I noticed that. I remember
I tried juicing too, like, and it worked. Like, bro, I literally lost 40 pounds in like 2 months. Like, I kid you not, because I wasn't eating solids. I was strictly, you know, I mean, I was getting my protein. Like, not that I wasn't eating solids, but like I would cut it to like twice a week as opposed to like every day, like eating meat. You know what I mean? And like I literally lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, that's true, bro. And that's funny too, because and during college, the same thing what he just said. That's the truth. Like, I wasn't even working out. I just changed my diet. Like, I just focused on like again juicing and vegetables and pastas and stuff like that. No meat. And I slimmed down a lot, but it was to a point I got really skinny. And it was kind of like a body, what's that word?
Shame?
Body? Well, no, not body shame. It's a actual word, like morphia something. This morphia.
Like, you talking about your body style?
No, like it's in your mind when you think you're so fat, but you're actually like you're pretty healthy and you're skinny. But it's not anorexia, but it's like body dysmorphia or something like that. We'll find out. But anyway, so like, long story short, my hair started thinning out from me doing vegan. Then I was like, all right, I gotta go back on meat because I don't want to lose my hair. Because my parents noticed it. It was like, yo, you losing your hair in the middle. It was thinning out because that was the whole point. Like, my mohawk was like the middle. So when I started noticing that the top started to thin, I was like, I gotta go back to meat. So I went back to meat for a minute. My hair got back, but it never was the same. And that's when the transition started to decline. Like, that's when the things started to go down. And that's when I had to, like, I was battling my own self because it was like I was like struggling with trying to keep on to something. And
sorry,
it's fine, man. And the truth was that naturally my hair was going to go bald regardless. It's most likely in my DNA that I
can't change it.
Yeah, it's not. I can't change it.
I mean, you can, but I don't want
to.
It's not the natural way.
It's not the natural way. So like, you know, I remember the story too. Like, it was like I was wearing a hat almost every single day while my hair was like really thinning out, and I would come to class. It was like the psychology class.
That doesn't help, right?
Yeah, I know. But I knew.
I'm saying the hat like actually recedes your hairline.
It didn't matter at that point. I was gonna recede it anyway. So I was saying that like in my power, I tried to hold on to, like, I wanted to accept my baldness when I was ready for it. I didn't want to go through the process of like having my hair thinning and then having to shave it off. I wanted to shave it off when I was ready. So I wore the hat like a Scully hat every day to class, and until it came to that point, when there was a girl during the time I was talking to, she really helped me out, like, to embrace it and just be like, yo, just, you know, it is what it is. So I was like, you know what, I might as well. And I got the haircut, and it was actually a beautiful thing. Like, went inside the barbershop. The very man that helped me do that, his name is Tone. And he has a company now called Vessel. He can vouch that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has a check him out.
It's like a clothing brand.
It's a clothing brand, but he started from barbershop, and me and him would chop it up all the time. Sometimes we'll chop it up, deep talk. Sometimes we'll just be quiet. We will enjoy each other's silence. But I give him so much credit because he was like, he seen the process of what I was going through, but he was like, he knew I had to come to terms myself when I was ready to let it go. So he chopped, you know, cut that joint off. And my head was actually, I always had a fear that my head wasn't like the right size or something like that because I had big ears. But it actually turned out that my head, for me, I see it as like it fits. And I rocked it out. And I was confident with it. But then there was moments again when I would be around like my friends, like him and our friend group that we know, you know, I get teased for like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you old now, you old head. Like, you look like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's up, bro? It doesn't matter, bro, because I know the point was that it was my confidence, right? I put the confidence.
So you feel like that helped you?
It helped me
build the confidence.
Exactly.
Like that your friends were
the bullying, the teasing. They saying, "Yo, you old as shit now." Sorry, my language.
Because you know it wasn't meant that way.
It wasn't meant that way. It wasn't. But that's how I took it, and it was like an acceptance of like, damn, Blair, you went from having hair to you bald now. Like you really. But this is God's way, bro. This is how it's meant to be. And that's why I have learned. So my ultimate answer is this, right? I know I said a lot, that there's many benefits to being bald, because being bald has allowed me to see it for what it is and not what I want to see. What I wanted to see was my hair to maintain and what my hair to be there and wanted it to be the same. I wanted to keep my hair. But in reality, I'm dealt the cards I've dealt by the hands of God. He made me for a reason to be this certain kind of way. So why am I running away from who I am? I got to embrace who I am and build on them characteristics. That's why you grow the beard out if you can grow a beard. That's why you work out and you get healthy as much as possible so your skin can glow. That's why you go to the gym and you work out and you do a training program that you stick to that builds your muscle up and knows that makes you fit good in yourself. Because you complement all the other areas. It's not you overcompensating. This is like you improving yourself. It's self-improvement and it's truth. Truth is this right here, and truth is like you can build on that foundation. So that's why I see like the answer to your question, the baldness, the power of baldness.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't know if you feel comfortable to answer it on camera, but you know I think you will because I believe in you, bro. Like knowing that I went bald, did you have a thought that you could possibly go bald, or do you worry about that, or do you feel confident in yourself no matter what? Like how would you answer that? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I know like going bald isn't necessarily like genetic sometimes, because some people have bald parents and they're not bald themselves. Hey, bro.
No, go ahead. I'm focusing on your answer, bro.
But like I've never really had that fear. I never really thought about it. I mean, there's times where I cut my hair low, and like you know, like certain area where you brush your hair, like the little spiral. What's it called?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
I used to have the spiral too.
But like it's all about brushing. Then like I was like, okay, cool. I'm not balding. But like it's not like I was like scared for it. It was more so like in the moment type thing. But yeah, like you know, my dad's not bald. The only bald person in the only bald people are actually on my mother's. They're not bald, but they're like their hair is starting to go away. But like they still have flare hair, but you can see that it's thinning. So like, and I have super thick hair.
Right.
So that's another thing too. Like, you know, I never really had the fear for that. And if it happens, it happens. Like you said, like I have no control over it.
Yeah, I like that last piece you said too. Like, it also shows a matter of like how much you can control versus don't control. I think there's a healthy like part of like detachment to be like, these are the things I can do, and these are things I cannot do. And I don't mean that in the sense of like you have limitations of like your possibilities of your potential. What I mean is that in the hands of, you know, God, like it's only so much you can do. And it's like important to know where you stand at with that. You know what I'm saying? Like don't Don't get it twisted and try to control something you can't. It's like trying to move a
You're
wall.
just gonna become depressed.
Almost dropped the phone. Yeah,
you're gonna become depressed
Yeah.
over something that's beyond your control. Like
exactly.
for instance, like use work for example. I know a lot of people don't love their jobs or like their jobs, but certain things happen on a daily where like it's not your fault, is beyond your control. Because like what my parents always told me, like when I was stressing, I was like, it's not you, it's nothing you could do. You did your part, right? And things just happen. Just how like, you know, think of a natural disaster or something, like you know, earthquake, you can't avoid that. Like, you know what I mean? So you just gotta, it's how you react to the situation and what you do to build upon from it.
So it's that power of response ability.
Correct.
Exactly, bro. So, and then the last thing I'll say to end the video, because we're gonna make more content. I'm gonna shout him out because we got future works in the projects. I mean,
Projects.
Maybe that's I ain't mean to say that, but maybe that's gonna happen too.
Future projects.
We gonna work on future projects. We gonna turn projects into healthy environments, not projects. You think of like Jay-Z, what he said. It's a project. Project is I don't know, but the point I was trying to make is this, right? I know what he can do. He know what I can do. I know the people that's watching this, I know what y'all can do. We can grow above any sense of limit, quote unquote, limitation of a position, any sense of like, even your own, question your own fears, right? Question it until it's like suffocate the fear, exalt the fear, question the reasoning behind it. You get me? So that's like, yeah, I guess that's my final thought. It's not perfect, but it's whatever. You done? Got anything else you'd like to say?
Not for this video.
All right,
you don't want to put everything up.
All right, we gonna piece it out, piece by piece by piece by piece, like Will Smith building his wall, and he built that wall. All right, peace out, bros and brothers and sisters, and I don't know, just peace out.